Team 3 seminar presentation.
This health professional is treating this elderly man who is being taken advantage of by his son and daughter via financial abuse and do not have his best interests at heart. NC.
Hi, elderly man. I'm just going to take your blood pressure. Check your meds. I'm a health professional. That's the way. Just take your blood pressure. Thank you.
Hi, Dad. How are you?
I've got too many people come in here. I don't know who you are.
I'm your son. I forgot to pay for parking. Can you give me your wallet?
Where did I put my wallet? Here, son.
I've got his wallet. Now give him to sign the new will.
Hi Dad, how are you?
Oh, hi. And you are?
I'm your daughter. Remember? I've just brought the will for you to sign.
I thought I had one.
Oh yes, but this one's much better, remember? Thanks, Dad.
As you can see, this health professional is really shocked about how they are treating their family member.
What would we do? Purtilo suggests a 6-step process to formalize ethical reflection when a problem arises, which is gather information, identify the type of ethical problem, use ethic theories or approaches to analyze the problem, explore the practical alternatives, complete the action, evaluate and process the outcome. Step 1. Gather information. The client is diagnosed with dementia. There are cognitive impairment issues causing him to be unaware and unresponsive. Therefore, preventative measures need to be put in place to reduce the risk of financial abuse. As dementia progresses, the ability to make legal and financial decisions decreases. In this case, finding out if the client made any future plans ahead of time is critical. Asking family members for cooperation may be problematic. A planning template and workbook for people with dementia and their families explores general information about dementia to advance care directives. This is a legal document where the client can clearly state their healthcare preferences. It is important to note that dementia affects people differently. Assessing the client's competence can be achieved by using a capacity toolkit. A cognitive approach using a modified mini-mental examination can focus on the decision-making capacity of the client. In regards to the client's will, it is only legal if the person making it understands its implication. A public trustee or solicitor can provide advice and assistance in making a new will.
Step 2 of Purtilo's 6 steps of ethical decision making is to identify the type of ethical problem. The 2 ethical problems that are noticed here are ethical dilemma and locus of authority. Ethical dilemma is a type of problem created when one is faced with a situation in which there is actually more than one ethical course of action. Locus of authority occurs when there are questions regarding who is responsible of under whose authority something falls. Older people, like everyone else, needs to be aware of the risk of financial abuse. Close family and friends can abuse their relationship of trust to access older people's finances or pressure them into giving away money. Scammers and fraudsters use sophisticated methods to trick people out of their money. The 2 ethical breaches that are seen on this video are family taking advantage of a vulnerable person, which is the elderly man, writing a new will when he is cognitively impaired. This can be seen as the family have been taking advantage of the elderly man while he is not cognitively capable.
To solve this ethical dilemma, Purtilo states we can draw on ethical theories that focus on principles, duties and rights or consequences. 2 theories in ethical decision making we could use are deontology and utilitarianism. Deontology focuses on duty to guide decision making. For example, deontological theory states you're acting rightly when you're acting according to duties and rights. Purtilo suggests one place where duties are codified in is codes of practice. Utilitarianism focuses on consequence rather than duty to guide decision making. For example, this theory states an act is right if it helps to bring out the best balance of benefits over burdens. So in our ethical dilemma of financial abuse, we could look towards codes of practice for health professionals to identify our duties and patient rights. And we could also identify the benefits and burdens of possible actions to guide our decision making. For example, we could look to the Health Professional Practice Standards, which states clients have the right to be free from abuse, assault, or exploitation. So in our case, financial abuse. We could also look to the APA Standards of Practice, which states members must communicate and cooperate with colleagues and relevant agencies in the best interests of these clients. So in our case, documentation and referral to appropriate health professionals. And we could look at the consequence of possible actions we might take. So for example, if no action is taken in this situation, financial exploitation of the patient is likely to occur. If action is taken, prevention of financial exploitation could occur.
Step 4. Explore the practical alternatives. Paths of action. The ACT Elder Abuse Prevention Program aims to reduce and prevent incidents of elder abuse. A recent report from Alzheimer's Australia and New South Wales has found that many people have no knowledge of how or where to report suspected and actual financial abuse of people with dementia. The Abuse Prevention Referral and Information Line, otherwise known as APRIL, is a telephone service that provides a single point of contact for callers who do not directly approach support services, but want to discuss elder abuse issues and seek advice and referral on options. Potential referral options. Public Advocate of the ACT. They represent and advocate for persons with impaired decision-making ability in the ACT community who are subject to elder abuse. They accept the role of guardian when appointed by the ACT Civil and Administrative Tribunal. Lawyers can also prevent their clients against current and future abuse. Banking and financial institutions. The Australian Bankers Association has developed an industry guideline protecting vulnerable customers from potential financial abuse. ACT policing. Depending on the evidence of financial abuse available, a charge of theft or fraud may be applicable. Social work. Social workers are most likely to be responsible for implementing preventative services.
Step 5. Complete the action. The health professional in question documented the incident clearly. Due to the hospital setting and the multidisciplinary team being readily available, the health professional reported and referred the incident to the social worker on site. Social work would then complete an assessment, possibly utilizing the capacity toolkit mentioned previously. If suspicions of financial abuse are confirmed, the social worker could then contact abuse prevention referral and information line to put in place appropriate referral actions of prevention. The most appropriate referral action for this scenario would be the ACT public advocates. They would advocate on their behalf and provide emergency guardianship since the decision maker is not acting in the best interest of the person until further persons can be appointed as EPOA.
Step 6. The outcome of our scenario, management and hopeful prevention of financial abuse. Process taken were in line with health professional codes of practice and the Elder Abuse Prevention Program and were appropriate for a hospital setting. To improve this process further, education about services offered could be provided to staff and patients. Patients at risk of financial abuse could be provided with the capacity toolkit developed by New South Wales Government. Early identification of dementia and limited capacity by staff, and timely reporting of the incident and use of the MDT.